Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more detailed videos. The Bold and the Beautiful delivered one emotional confrontation after another, and by the end of the hour, the power dynamics at Forrester Creations and inside Brooke's personal world had shifted yet again. The tension was thick from the moment Steffy made her presence known, and it was clear she wasn't there to make small talk or compromise. Her focus was singular, her tone firm, and her patience already worn thin. Steffy wasted no time going straight to Hope, making it painfully obvious that she considered the situation with Deke a direct challenge to her authority and her family's legacy. Steffy made it clear that she saw Deke as a liability, not just professionally but personally. In her mind, Deke represented chaos, distraction, and a threat to the carefully maintained image of Forrester Creations. She reminded Hope that Forrester was not a playground for personal experiments or emotional risks, especially not when the company was already navigating sensitive waters. Hope tried to remain calm, insisting that Deke had proven himself useful, creative, and loyal. She argued that people deserve second chances and that Deke's past should not define his future. Hope framed her decision as one rooted in fairness and growth, explaining that she believed in nurturing talent rather than discarding it at the first sign of controversy. But Steffy wasn't buying any of it. To her, Hope's defense sounded more like emotional attachment than professional judgment. The conversation quickly escalated as Steffy accused Hope of blurring boundaries and allowing her personal values to override the company's best interests. Steffy pointed out that every decision made at Forrester reflects on the Forrester name, and she reminded Hope that mistakes at this level don't just affect one person. They ripple outward, damaging reputations, relationships, and trust. Steffy's frustration boiled over as she laid down an ultimatum that left no room for interpretation. Steffy told Hope that Deke had to be fired, and not later, not after another meeting, but immediately. Her words carried the weight of authority, and her expression made it clear she expected compliance. Hope was stunned. For a brief moment, she struggled to find her footing, torn between standing her ground and recognizing the reality of Steffy's power. The silence that followed was heavy, charged with resentment and disbelief. Hope pushed back, questioning whether Steffy was acting out of genuine concern for the company or personal bias. That question only fueled Steffy's anger. She shot back that leadership required making tough calls, even when they weren't popular, and she accused Hope of being too emotionally invested to see the bigger picture. Steffy made it painfully clear that this was not a discussion but a directive. Reluctantly, Hope realized that resisting could cost her far more than Deke's position. The pressure of the moment weighed on her, and while her expression revealed deep disappointment, she finally acknowledged Steffy's demand. The decision felt forced, and the tension between them lingered long after Steffy walked away, confident that she had reasserted control. Meanwhile, Deke remained unaware that his future was being decided behind closed doors. The irony of his situation only added to the emotional weight of the episode, as viewers could sense the storm brewing just out of his reach. Hope's internal conflict was written all over her face as she grappled with the consequences of a choice she never wanted to make. Across town, a very different kind of tension was unfolding, one rooted not in corporate power but in personal history. Katie found herself face-to-face with Brooke, and from the start, there was an unmistakable edge to her tone. While Brooke initially assumed the conversation would be routine, Katie quickly proved otherwise. She had something to say, and she wasn't going to soften the message. Katie delivered a curveball that Brooke clearly didn't see coming. With careful but deliberate words, Katie challenged Brooke's recent decisions and questioned whether she was truly being honest with herself. She brought up patterns from the past, moments when Brooke's choices had led to heartbreak not just for herself, but for the people closest to her. Katie's intention wasn't to attack, but her honesty cut deep. Brooke bristled at the implication, insisting that she had grown, learned, and changed. She defended her actions, claiming that she was finally prioritizing stability and self-awareness. But Katie wasn't convinced. She pointed out that growth isn't just about intention, it's about consistency, and she questioned whether Brooke was truly capable of breaking free from old habits. The conversation took an emotional turn as Katie admitted that her concerns came from a place of love and protection. She didn't want to see Brooke hurt again, and she didn't want history repeating itself in ways that could fracture their family. Her words forced Brooke to pause and reflect, even if she wasn't ready to fully accept the criticism. Brooke's vulnerabilities surfaced as she struggled to reconcile her confidence with the doubts Katie had planted. The curveball wasn't just about one decision or one relationship, it was about Brooke's identity and the choices that defined her. Katie's honesty lingered in the air, leaving Brooke visibly shaken and thoughtful long after the conversation ended. By the end of the episode, the ripple effects of both confrontations were impossible to ignore. Steffy's order to Hope set the stage for fallout that could reshape relationships at Forrester Creations, while Katie's unexpected truth bomb left Brooke facing questions she could no longer avoid. The episode closed with a sense of unresolved tension, making it clear that the consequences of Friday's events were only just beginning. Nothing felt settled, and nothing felt easy. Loyalties were tested, authority was asserted, and emotional truths were laid bare. As the dust began to settle, it was clear that the decisions made on this day would echo well into the future, promising even more drama, conflict, and emotional reckonings ahead. Come back to our channel for all your updates. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel.